So it is December 31st, 2021. What time is it, Mom? What time is it? What time is it? It's going for 6. 5 to 6. Making a oh god. That a freeze dried mango from the dollar store that my sister had picked up that they, interestingly have there. Yeah, I've already tried the strawberry. It was okay. It didn't really have as much of a flavor in comparison to the ones I had purchased in the produce department at the store. But that could have been because I was mixing the pineapple with at the time when I was using it. And I did try it with just water and sugar yesterday, and it was a bit. That could have been the reason why it didn't have as much flavor, because maybe the brown rice milk powder and the soy milk powder may enhance the flavor along with that carrageenan. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to try it with the mangoes, freeze-dried mangoes. Well, soy milk powder with the brown rice milk powder and the carrageenan. What I do now, instead of having to clean this coffee grinder, I just mash it in the bag. Just give me a sec at the transfer to the Ziploc bag. Okie here we go. Here we go. Smells good. So, I'm going to go to the transfer now. Oh, the Kindle fell. Here we go. They're almost like chips. Okay. Still recording? Okay. Good. That's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is seal it and then smash it in there to fine powder to the best of my ability. That's what's great about using freeze-dried fruit instead of getting the... This is okay too, this product. I do like the organic raspberry juice powder and stuff, but this is one other method. Save a lot of money, you know. There. It's probably better to use the coffee grinder when doing the freeze-dried mango stuff. Strawberries, it's manageable to do it this method. Mango is more fibrous. It's got like similar fiber strands as the pumpkin almost when you when you open it. It's kind of like, thick. It's like, when you cut into like a summer squash or something, or a pumpkin, there's those strands of like, I don't know if they're I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about, probably. That's what makes it difficult. Be nice to have a personal spa, have some French girls in French maid outfits doing the juice, like a little juice bar type thing would be interesting. Ron's coffee shop. Well, I'm thinking of that whole scene, be like a little, you could have a little coffee shop. Instead, you know how some people have bars in their house and their apartments. Anyways. It'd be nice to have some vegan ice cream too, vegan chocolate cupcakes, gluten-free, vegan, brownies, things like that. Maybe they can make them special, you know what I'm talking about. I may one day get a medicinal cannabis license, but it would have to be only a certain type that I would be able to, it would probably be something, like blueberry. I'm okay with. Dutch Passion blueberry. Never had an issue with that when I was younger. I mean, it tastes as though it's grown with, let's say, or it was mixed with blueberry stems or stems of, or it tastes like blueberry in a way. And it is uplifting, I'd say that. But I could say maybe the come down could be, you have to keep an eye on yourself if you're, that you don't have like after it wears off, you may get upset. You know how some people have nicotine fits? They get frustrated or, annoyed at certain things. I get that way with ginger when ginger wears off. Same thing happens. So, the chemical structure of ginger is similar to THC in a way. When it's converted to, once the ginger oil has been heated to Sogol. That's right. From ginger roll, which is ginger oil, to Sogol. If you look at the chemical structure of Sogol, after ginger roll has been heated, which is the ginger oil, into Sogol. The chemical structure, if you look at next to tetrahydrocannabinol, it almost looks identical, but maybe without one of the hexagons. Or, it'd be a hexagon. 6-sided, I believe. With a hydrogen-oxygen bond. There's a number of them that are missing, I believe. 2 of them. Or 3. Anyways. I took chemistry class and biology when I was in high school. I was falling asleep most of the time, but I was listening. Yeah. I did okay in biology with some of the things, but chemistry, it was the formulas that I had a difficult time understanding, like the atomic numbers of the mole, unit and stuff like that. The formulas. I took algebra. I think algebra 1 and 2 when I was in high school. I learned trigonometry on my own time after high school when doing dynamic animations drawn with math on my computer system, stuff like that. I was practicing optimizing code and seeing it happen visually based on the frame rate using the set timeout, set interval, and nested loops when drawing, pixel from point, like line move to line 2 and then curve 2 or whatever. It was line 2, but it was like a pixel plotting type of thing with the pi times radius, and then you'd have to get the tangent, and the hypotenuse to draw the circumference of the circle based on multiplying the radius by pi. And pi would be like the incremental step. So that's the way I was able to learn how to visualize understanding trigonometry. After I did more reading on it and understanding the staircase incremental step that pi formula 3.14152 whatever as a method of trying to do a shortcut and stuff like that, where I would maybe I had done a project for a friend where I was supposed to do like a animated wave, sine wave basically. So I drew half of or a semicircle up, and then I took that segment, and then within, let's say at the time it was ActionScript 2.0, and it was that semicircle was rendered within a movie clip, and then the width of that would multiply by 2, and then shift it over and duplicate it and flip it for every incremental, on the y-axis. Every time it went up within the y-axis, one iteration of the loop, it would flip it every time after it incremented, or then, decremented later on. It would flip it across the screen, basically. So it only did it one time around to render the semicircle, and then it took that same semicircle and then duplicated it alternately, by flipping it across the screen based off its width. It's a project to, because basically the way web browsers at the time were still able to run on slower computers. Like it was during Windows XP, Windows Millennium Edition operating systems, and not all computers were like the greatest for even running an animated website or a website that rendered animations using math. So to make it run smoothly on like a really slow machine, I was, practicing optimizing my code to be able to run on an older computer that was maybe 5 years older than or 10 years older than its current date. That was like 20 years ago. That's a known practice. It's called code optimization. There's various methods of doing that, but that was just a project or experiment I was trying to do. It was successful. Anyways, I'll go do this now. Transfer this to a glass. So I have a minute left on this recording. Well, I'm just going to use all of it. If I want to have a lot of flavor, it's fine. Using all that mango. I'm going to save this bag for another time. It's good. Saving this bag. Whoa, I almost forgot the brown rice milk powder. Oh wow, look at this. It's almost about 3 tablespoons worth in there. It's a lot.